Yeah. What's going on, y'all? It's Jockey and Ruler, and this the album review segment of the page. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to the page. Yo, we reviewing Clipse. 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 Let God sort them out. Yo, yo. Hip hop. Hip motherfucking hop. This album, yo, how long did it take to do this album, y'all? Like, how long did it take y'all to do this shit, really? And how many tracks did y'all pick to get these 13? First, because I'm gonna go through the whole album, right? But yo, the way that these dudes did this album right here, bro, I ain't gonna lie, it's perfect. Yo, the Clipse. Number one, welcome back, No Malice. Welcome back. To the fact that, you know what I'm saying, your brother did his verse and all the hooks, and then your homie did the beats. You know what I'm saying? This was a great way to be reintroduced to the game. All you had to do was put the verses on there, but they were some legendary verses. And yo, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I think even Drake liked this album low key. Not like on some like, just on some hip hop shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Because we all knew what Grinding did the same thing for everybody. Whoever heard it, it did something. Pause. It did something to you. So you can't act like the Clipse is not legendary. You know what I'm saying? And what a great way to be ushered back in, No Malice. Um, but yeah, man, let's get through it. Phew. Birds Don't Sing. The Birds Don't Sing. That was the track about, them. It was a track for Mama. You know what I'm saying? Mama Clipse, R.I.P. But they did a beautiful song right there, man. I think that was the best song to go put first. Chains and Whips with Kendrick Lamar. Honestly, it was a good song, but Kendrick kind of took over. It kind of sounded like Kendrick's song after a while. And then I had to remember that it was a Clip song when Pharrell jumped back in. But they still did their thing, but it was just like Kendrick kind of took over that shit. POV. Alright, so listen. I don't know how this is gonna make me sound out there in the airwaves, but Tyler the Creator kind of had to straighten up on this one. If you know what I'm saying? If you catch my drift. Tyler the Creator snapped on it. Tyler the Creator went off on that though. So his verse was good, but it was the hook, it was the chorus for me. Push's verse and Malice's verse, Tyler's verse all together. That was a good song. So that was one of my favorite songs on there. Um, Ace Trumpets. We already know about Ace Trumpets. Everybody should have been. That was the first single. We should have all been privy to that. But Ace Trumpets was good. That made me feel like, oh yes, Malice is back. That was the song that made me like, yes, right? You know what I'm saying? All Things Considered. All Things Considered was good. Another song right there. Because the thing about this album is it had dope cuts. So this was just a dope cut. Pharrell's beats and the guys' verses all came through. Mike Tyson blow to the face. This has to be, whoever listened to this album, this has to be your favorite song on the album first listen. It might change second, third listen, but first listen, this the song when y'all was like, okay, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I was like. Mike Tyson blow to, Malice again. But let me tell you something. Pusha has to be remembered as a great songwriter. Pusha has to be remembered as a great songwriter. He does, because it goes untalked. He's kind of underrated, bro. I think Pusha is underrated, and I will say I underrate him. I will say it. So maybe I gotta rate him higher. But I mean, I've always liked Pusha. You know what I'm saying? I don't know EBITDA. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what EBITDA is, but or EBITDA. But another good song. It was straight. You know what I'm saying? Not straight like it was a great song. I'm just saying it was straight like that's just how I talk. FICO with Stove God Cooks. Now let me tell you something. I don't know if I said it on a review show lately, but when Stove God Cooks was rapping in the early days with Westside Gun, I said, hey yo, him and Pusha need to do a song together. That shit is gonna be the best song you ever heard when that shit come out. So far ahead. That shit was straight. That was probably my least favorite song on the album, but it was still a good song. You know what I'm saying? Let God. Ooh, the first half with Nas. The Nas part was cool. Nas is one of my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? So just talking about Nas is kind of cliche because I can go on and on about him. You know what I mean? But ooh, the first part of the song where the gritty. Ooh, I was like, damn. Pusha again snapped on this shit. I think he has something to prove. Now I will say a couple of these songs, like this one right here, I didn't know that these niggas was going back and forth because now that they older, they sounded like back in the days. One was like, because one is 5 years older than the other, but at the same time when they was younger, you can tell who was younger. Now it's like since they like both up there in age, you can't really tell the difference between who verse it was. So sometimes I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But you know it's Pusha verse because you know Pusha does that. That's how he rap. Like he got that little style where he up and down, like he got to do his head like this, and you know what I mean. So that's how you know it's a Pusha verse when you find yourself doing that shit to his shit. You know what I mean. So, but hey man, like I said, Let God Sort Him Out was a dope ass. Oh yeah, by the grace of God, great way to close out the album. You know what? My cliche line. Great way to close the casket and nail it shut. But like I said, man, Let God Sort Him Out was a dope ass album. I don't want to say album of the year yet, cause goddamn, we still in July, and it's a lot of motherfuckers ain't dropped yet. But you wait till my top 5 albums of the year at the end, and we'll see if it makes the cut. You know what I'm saying? I'm Kim Ruler. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and let's have a convo about this shit. Y'all get in these comments and start talking that shit, and I'm gonna reply to everybody.